All right, to solve this equation, we're going to first need to make the denominators the same on these two fractions. So we're going to make them both 6 since 3 goes into 6. So to make this 2/3 over 6, we're going to multiply this by 2 over 2. Multiply 2/3 by 2 over 2, you'll get 4 over 6. And then we'll have minus 5/6 equals 1/6, or equals 1x, 1 over x. Then we have 4/6 minus 5/6, and then we can just subtract because we have the same denominator. So 4 minus 5, you get negative 1 over 6 equals 1 over x. And then from here, if you can't see, you can probably you guys can tell that x is going to be negative 6, or you can multiply negative 1 by x and 1 by 6, and you'll get negative x equals 6, so then x will be negative 6. Right here, we're going to need to make both these terms over x. Let's remember that x is the same as x over 1, so we're going to multiply x over 1 by x over x. So you're going to have x squared over x minus 6 over x equals 5. And then this will be like x squared minus 6 all over x is equal to 5. And then from here, we can eliminate this denominator by multiplying the 5 by x. So then you'll get x squared minus 6 equals 5x. And then from here, we have a quadratic, and then we're going to solve for this. We're going to solve for x in this quadratic. So we'll take away 5x from both sides. We'll get x squared minus 5x minus 6 equals 0. We can factor this, and we'll get x minus 6 times x plus 1 equals 0. And then we'll have one solution for this one, x is 6, and the other one will be x is negative 1. And those will be our two answers. All right, number 3. Here, let's make both these denominators the same. So let's make them both 6 since both 3 and 2 go into 6. So we're going to multiply this by 2 over 2. So we're going to have 2 times x plus 1 over 6. And we're going to multiply this by 3 over 3. 3 times x minus 1 over 6 is equal to 1. And so remember that you're going to need to distribute that 3 by a little splash mark. This x minus 1 by both 3. And same thing with this. But it's all going to be all over 6. So it's like 2x plus 1, or it's 2x plus 2. Let's put it all over 6, just to be clear. Minus a 3x. And this is like a minus a 3 in here, but it's a minus 3. So it's a plus a 3 when you combine them. And so to eliminate this denominator, we're going to multiply both sides by 6. So we'll get this side equal to 6, and we can simplify this numerator, 2x minus 3x. We'll get negative x. 2 plus 3 plus 5, and equal to 6. Take away 5 from both sides, and we'll get negative x equals just 1. And so then x will be negative 1. Okay, so here we can multiply both. We can basically do, it's probably commonly called cross multiply. We're going to multiply 3 by x plus 1 and x minus 5 by 5. So we're going to get 5 times x minus 5 is equal to 3 times x plus 1. And then from here, we have a simple linear equation to solve. So we have 5x minus 25 equals 3x plus 3. Take away 3x from both sides, we get 2x, and then add the 25, 2x equals 28. Divide by 2, and we'll get x is 14. All right, number 5. Okay, so here we have denominators of x and x minus 5. So we have to make sure that every denominator is going to be the product of x and x minus 5. So what we're going to need to do is multiply this first group, this 60 over x by x minus 5 over x minus 5. So let me break it down step by step so we're not confused. So it's going to look like this. Now, this second group, we're only missing the x in the denominator, so we're going to multiply by x over x. So you're going to have a 60x over an x times an x minus 5. And 2 over x, you're going to multiply by x minus 5 over x minus 5. We're going to have 2 times an x minus 5 over an x times an x minus 5. So now let's distribute the top. So on top we have 60x minus 300 minus the 60x, because all over x times an x minus 5, and that'll be a 2x minus a 10 over an x times an x minus 5. Now, the thing is, when you have an expression like, or an equation like this, you can pretty much ignore the denominators because they're both equivalent. So I'm just crossing them out just because it's not going to make any difference. And we just solve for the numerators. So we're going to have 60, we essentially are solving 60x minus 300 minus 60x equals 2x minus 10. So now we just have a simple linear equation. These 60x's cancel, so we're going to have negative 300 is equal to 2x minus 10. Add 10, and we're going to get negative 290 equals 2x. Divide both sides by 2, and we'll get x is negative 145. All right, last one. Okay, so here we're going to make each denominator the product of x plus 5 times x minus 5. And that's because this actually will factor into x minus 5 times x plus 5. So for this first group, we're going to multiply by x minus 5 over x minus 5. So we're going to have 2 times x minus 5 over an x minus 5 times an x plus 5 plus, and the second expression, we're going to multiply by x minus, or x plus 5 over x plus 5. So we're going to have just a 1 times x plus 5 on top over an x minus 5 times an x plus 5 is equal to 16. And again, x squared minus 25 actually factors right into x minus 5 times x plus 5. So we don't have to multiply this term by anything. Now again, we just focus on the numerators. When we have the same denominators all across, you kind of just can ignore them. So then we just solve the linear equation on top. So we have 2x minus a 10 plus a x plus a 5 is equal to 16. Combine these x's, we get 3x minus 10 plus 5, so minus 5. Then add the 5 to both sides, get 21. Divide by 3, and you'll get that x is equal to 7. That's all there is to it.